Hey everyone, Nick Bates here, and in today's video we are going to discuss the difference between company-specific custom fields and system-wide custom fields. So if we go to our gear in the top, and then we go over to our preferences section, we have company preferences and system-wide preferences. If we click on system-wide, up at the top you'll see something saying user-defined labels. We go here and then over to Lab tab labels. So we give you 8 system-wide fields, and you'll see that some of these are in use currently. So 8 system-wide custom fields, 2 date fields, and then 10 checkboxes, true or false checkboxes. So what we would want to do if we were going to utilize one of these is if whatever you're using this field for pertains to all customers. So the same alias name is going to be used for all of your companies, and the same drop-down list is going to be used for all companies. So if I were to come in here and just say test field, hit OK, and then move on over to equipment view, in here, I can right click, customize, and now I have test field, and I can drag and drop this onto the layout and hit save. And if I were going to enter something in here, such as test, no matter what company I was in, they would be able to see the same drop-down list. So if I go over to our add edit list, go to system wide, and then go on down to lab fields, there's that test field, and when we click on it, there is the list that I've populated so far. And so all companies would use this same list. Now that's one of the main differences between system-wide and company-specific. So if we go back into the gear, go to our company preferences, you'll notice that any settings that I'm entering in company preferences are set at the IndyCLM company level. So if I go into any of these fields, I am editing IndyCLM alias names for these fields. The data can still be stored in the same place per company, but as far as the alias name and the drop-down lists are all stored at the company level. So if I go into here, I can use these 5. The 6th one is actually an equipment dialog. So these first 5 fields I can use. If we go over to custom field text, we give you 22 custom text fields. So we could call this company field test. Hit OK. Go into the equipment view layout, and it should be in there. Company field test, and then we just drag and drop that in here. Save it. And from here, we can put in here test 2. And now this is populating a drop-down list. So if we go into add edit and go to equipment view, custom field list, company field test, notice that we now have a company drop-down. So if I had multiple companies in here, then I could select a different company and edit that list or manage those lists. And so basically you would want to use the company specific fields if you have customers or companies, facilities that need to utilize a separate drop-down list, and also may want to call that field something else. So that's the benefits of the company fields. Now, if you take the time to add a alias name for a company, So if we come in here and we were to add company field test custom text 1 for this company, this only applies to this one company. Well, let's say I want to push this now across all of my companies. If I were to do that manually, I could have hundreds of customers, and that'd take me forever. So we do have a utility for that. I'm sure there's another Tip Tuesday on that, but I do just want to give you a one-stop shop video. So if we hit cancel here, go into Profile Manager, and of course I need to log in here. In Profile Manager, if we go to Management, we have something called Copy Company Settings. And what this does is it takes whatever your settings are in the company preferences, so it could be your checkboxes, your user defined, those custom text fields. We highlight the company that we want to select all that data from, and then we highlight all the companies or customers that we want to push those alias names to. So if you got hundreds of them, don't be afraid to use this feature and push all that data out there. So of course, just to recap, system-wide is going to have one drop list for all customers, and company-specific fields are going to have individual drop-down lists and also the ability to further customize those alias names across each field. All right, thank you guys for your time. Have a good one.